Hello and welcome back to another edition of Into Dream Team. It is Sunday evening. We have now hit record and let's have a little reaction to the game week so far. Then, guys, how'd your recommendations go then, Ross?
Yeah, a bit of a mixed bag. Not really all to my own fault, as it were. But Sanchez, who'd already been sort of mentioned, but was the only keeper shout, come back with 13 points, bonuses and saves, and clean sheet for him, looking like a solid option, went up 0.3. Now the second best keeper in the game, which is a bargain, consider Raya is like 1.5 odd million more. Porro, 5 points so far this game week. Bonus and tackles, that's not a bad return, really, considering they didn't keep a clean sheet. Got a little bit unlucky with Luca Dean. He obviously off at half time. If he had have sort of stayed the course, I think he would have obviously got more points than that. But yeah, was hooked at half time, so a little bit unlucky there. Have to monitor that situation, but he's still a good option if he's playing. And Son was my captain choice, a little bit left field, but would have grabbed you 11 points, just slightly better than Salah at this point, but a little bit less than Haaland. So yeah, overall, not bad. Rob?
Yeah, not too good for my midfielders, unfortunately, so far, shall I add. So I recommended Fernandes. He got 4 points for United. Garnacho did get a 0.3 rise, just the 3 points for Garnacho. And Onana got a 0.2 rise for Villa, just the 5 points for him. But like I say, remember, there is another game. Maybe not for Onana against Wickham, but Man United players are likely to play against FC20. So, yeah, could still score some more points this game week. But, fairly happy with the transfers anyway, because they've gone up in value and some of them good long-term ones. What about you, Sully?
Yeah, similar story, mate. Two recommendations from me this week in the strikers fold. Watkins, obviously now looking like he's over the summer break and he's back up to speed. He's got himself another goal this weekend, 10-point haul for him and a 0.2 million price rise for anyone who transferred him in. So, yeah, not bad at all. Doubt he's going to get any minutes at Wickham, though, in the midweek. So that's probably his game week done. But 10 points is tidy. And then, obviously, was on the United train as well. Rashford, just the 1 point for him. 29 minutes. And your mate, the old Baldy Badger, he's... we weren't very happy with the Rashford being on the bench, were we? But
yeah,
got a 0.3 million price rise, and like you say, got 28 midweek. So hopefully he starts in that one, and I can see him. Yeah, he'll get double figures this week. He's got to, and we covered price rises there briefly when we were just talking about. I mean, there's some crazy, some odd goings on with the price rises this week. Talk to me about McCarthy in goal for Southampton. What is going on there?
The great McCarthy. I don't know what's going on, but obviously I'm not complaining because I've still got him. I've been lumbered with him in my team, haven't been able to get him out, but went up by 0.3 off 4 points, was it? So
yeah, just chuck a 0.1 million price rise at him for every point he gets, because McCarthy rules.
Long live the McCarthy.
All right, so how'd you go for your own personal transfers this week?
Yeah, I mean, I went with Rashford. It's weird, like, obviously Ten Hag's absolutely done me. I don't think he knows what he's doing, to be honest. He's for the chop, surely. But I was looking at the midweek fixture and thinking that's where the points are going to come from. Because even I thought if he did start, I didn't think it would be a big haul against Palace. So we'll see. We'll see what happens midweek. And then I went for Porro. Happy enough with that from the first game. He's a long-term hold, so not bad. What about you, Rob?
Mine. I went for Fernandes. Sort of took our own advice. pretty happy with it really, because like I said on the video, 4th best midfielder last season, 6th best player overall, 328 points. So he is consistent. He will get you points consistently. A bit of a Simon Says sort of pick for me, and hopefully he'll just stay in the team for the rest of the season, barring any injuries. Rashford, I went for him, but like I said, again, the 0.3 price rise, can't grumble too much with that. I mean, even if he doesn't do too much against the FC20, you can transfer him out. So yeah, not too bad there. But bit gutted, I did take Diaz out. Obviously, he got 19 points, which is a bit of a sickener for me. But as I said in the last video, he is, every time I have him, he doesn't perform for me, and I get rid of him and he performs. So, but I could always just get him in this week and get 0.3 rise. So,
looked good again, didn't he?
That's right. What about you, Sully?
Oh, it was a relatively easy week. I spoke to in last week's review. Told you I had 2 Fulham players I needed to get rid of. Leno in goal had to go, and then it was either Eze or Robinson to take the other spot. And Eze, he was due the big price rise. Robinson wasn't, so it was time for Robinson to go. So I was able to chop in Robinson and Leno for Sanchez and Timber. Figured that the route into the Arsenal defence, he's just going to be a long-term hold now. Hopefully he gets plenty of minutes. And then obviously, Robert Sanchez, fantastic, 13 points. And had 2 really big weeks for Chelsea in goal. So hopefully he's going to be a long-term hold as well. We'll see this week who's going to be their European goalkeeper, but I'm guessing his minutes will be managed in that. But yeah, not bad. Not bad at all.
I'm going to say Sanchez, obviously, one to keep an eye on, like you say, with that European game coming up, because that will tell a lot, won't it, if he's going to come in and play regularly.
My only thing is, I think initially I thought he is going to be, no way he's going to play, but then he's just had 2 of his best performances in a Chelsea shirt back to back. So who knows? Mariska might fancy him, but they've got so many options. I doubt he's going to play. But no, I'm happy with him in goal rather than Leno, and 2 really good weeks for me. Hopefully it continues, but we'll, like you say, the game week's not even over yet, so let's not look into it too much. But the league's looking pretty tidy at the moment. Really competitive league. The Saudi casuals, we've created a monster, boys. As per usual, the Sound of Eden, Lee Giles, is very close to the top. And in fact, he's top of the tree. 598 points so far for the game. Number 2, another familiar name, the housewife favourite, Paul McNulty. He's 594. And then he's one of our own. He's one of our own. Jeremy Brown. He's one of our own. He's 3rd.
Jordan Brown.
I didn't think his name was Jeremy.
Jeremy Beadle.
Yeah, sorry, Nick Jackson. It's Jordan, not Jeremy. So, and look at that. Look, 4th, the kid in the top box. What's he doing up there?
Oh, put your trumpet away. Nobody wants to see it. All right. So, moving swiftly on, right? Talking about, we'll talk a bit more about some of the players that we've caught our eye this week. Going back to Man United, De Ligt got a 0.3 rise, didn't he, in the last one? So it's currently 3.2 million. They got the clean sheet against Palace, got 11 points against them. So he hits a lot of the metrics by the looks of it. He's getting shots in and things like that. So he could be a good option going forward if you wanted to maybe sell a more expensive defender and put someone like De Ligt in there, because he should be playing European games as well. And one to keep an eye on, Kelleher for me. Obviously, we need to find out about the Alisson injury, but currently 2 million. Got 10 points, didn't he, the other day against Bournemouth? So due a rise, but did see something on the old socials about Alisson. He had like some sort of devices on his legs, so some sort of, I don't know, muscle repairing thing going on. So I don't know how long he's going to be out for, but watch his space. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Good
he had a
shout,
long
good
period
shout.
on the sidelines last year, didn't he? So that, could be very intriguing.
He does have spells out, doesn't he? So, but yeah, and also Konsa, he got a goal, didn't he, for Villa the other day? Got 11 points, so 3.9 million. Another one to keep an eye on because they got Europe as well. And who else caught your eyes then, boys?
For me, Maddison, really, you only just have to look. I know, obviously, I'd said he's going to be due a big haul and he's going to get himself a goal. But he's not. He's far so much more than that. If you look down the list of what he got points for at the weekend, it's like something for everything. He just runs the game for Spurs at the moment. There it is. And I think at his price point, he's going to be a replacement for one of these sort of heavy hitting non-European players. The likes of your Rezes and stuff that you might need to shift on because they've not got not enough games. He'll be a great replacement. What about you, Sully?
I was going to say with Maddison, if he stays injury free, he'll be in top 10 midfielders, I reckon, because he started last season on fire, didn't he? And then he had that long spell out.
Yeah, if he keeps this up, he'll be right up there.
Yeah, good shout. Well, I saw all of the West Ham Chelsea game, and it's a difficult one because don't know how good Chelsea were and how bad West Ham were. Core, not a happy camp. The West Ham fans not happy. They just looked really poor. But Nicholas Jackson, he was only on the pitch for 64 minutes, and he done some damage. 21 points in the bank, 2 goals, 1 assist, and 2 shots on target, 2 big chances. That's 6 goal involvements in 5 Premier League games for him this season. He dropped 0.2 on Saturday as well when all the transfers were locked in, so he's sitting nicely at 4.2. And if you're looking for a striker this week, obviously that is now going to climb to 4.5, and he's nailed, isn't he? They've not really, of all the competition they've got on the pitch, that striker spot, there's not a huge amount of rotation available to them there unless they're going to play false nines or whatever. But I think he's fairly nailed, and I think we'll probably see him start again midweek. So it'll be interesting to see what he finishes the week with. But yeah, keep an eye on Nicholas Jackson. Not quite the laughing stock that he was last year.
Yeah, looks like a different animal, doesn't
he? Yeah, that first goal, he was like, right, I'm going to pick this up and I'm going to go and score, and there's nothing you can do about it. Bosh.
Literally.
All right, well, yeah. What do you think? One more thing to say. Do you think it was a red card?
Yeah.
Probably. This day and age, isn't it? Yeah.
Arteta not happy.
Hugged him as he went off, eh? What's all that about?
He did.
Ferguson wouldn't have done that, would
he? Beautiful stuff.
Good stuff, boys. Good stuff. And remember, boys, if you can't be good, be Gary.